Bonsoir, good evening. Mon nom est André Roy et j'ai le privilège d'être le doyen de la Faculté des Arts et Sciences à Concordia. I'm delighted to welcome all of our graduates, their families and friends, and our distinguished guests to the Spring 2018 Convocation Ceremony. Je vous souhaite la bienvenue en cette magnifique journée de collation des grades, et quelle magnifique journée nous avons eue. Convocation is the highlight of our academic year, a special day for all of us, but especially for our graduating class. Today, let us celebrate our students for their efforts, achievements, and success. Diplômés, nous sommes tellement fiers de vous. We wish you all the best in your future endeavors, wherever they may take you. Toutes nos félicitations. Congratulations to our 2018 graduating class. Now, would everyone please join Miss Colleen Bartley, mezzo-soprano, in the singing of O Canada.
Please be seated. Dear graduates, invités distingués, mesdames et messieurs, félicitations à chacun et chacune de nos nouveaux diplômés en cette magnifique journée de réjouissance. Graduation is indeed a special day for your support networks, your families, loved ones, and friends, as well as the Concordia community and your fellow alumni who have collectively collaborated with you to make this day possible. I'm thrilled and honored to share this special milestone with you. La valeur d'une formation universitaire est incontestable et en obtenant votre diplôme, vous avez acquis un grand avantage dans notre société. Mais il y a autre chose. As Nelson Mandela famously said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. All of you are now equipped with this weapon. The question is, how will you use it? Certains et certaines d'entre vous seront des décideurs politiques et des leaders. D'autres seront des bâtisseurs ou des créateurs ou encore des scientifiques ou les chercheurs dont les découvertes transformeront le monde. Thomas Edison made 1,000 attempts at inventing the light bulb. When he finally succeeded, a reporter asked him what it felt like to fail 1,000 times. Edison replied, "I didn't fail 1,000 times. The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps. As someone whose path to success has often required far more than 1,000 such steps, I encourage you to adopt a similar perspective as you embark upon this next chapter in your lives. Success is not determined by financial wealth or even the approval of your peers, but rather success is defined by the extent to which we are able to build our communities and help our fellow citizens. As the saying goes, no man is an island. I stand before you today on the shoulders of the many people whose guidance and support have helped me along the way. My point is, while it's true that our backgrounds and circumstances may have influenced who we are, it is equally true that each of us is responsible for who we become. You must continue to be open with outstretched arms and open hands to be willing to receive, but it is imperative that you also be willing to give. Whether financially or through the gift of your knowledge and time, I urge each of you to give back to the university and your community by investing in its future generations of graduates, just as previous generations have invested in you. Define your success by the degree to which you positively affect other people in your lives. En tant que citoyen averti et engagé, vous les diplômés êtes bien placés pour exercer une influence extrêmement bénéfique sur notre monde en évolution constante. Your participation is critical. We are facing some of the most difficult challenges in human history, including climate change, environmental sustainability, gender, race, and social inequality, global economic and political instability, and the Habs not making the playoffs. There is no shortage of opportunity to get involved. There is no methodology that cannot be improved and no science, engineering, art, or business that cannot be enhanced by the energy, enthusiasm, and skills you all possess. Progress and change now lie squarely in your hands. You do not need magic to change the world. You all carry the power you need inside you to make it happen by questioning and imagining with your knowledge and your passion. To thrive rather than merely survive, you will have to be adaptable and resilient. You will have to be leaders of change, not followers. Do not be afraid to lead, not only by example, but also by exerting a positive influence on those around you. Remember that if you elevate others, you elevate yourself. I know that for many of you, this is a period that can be unsettling, given the uncertainty that may lie ahead. You are transitioning from an environment where everyone told you what you should do to an environment where you now have to decide for yourself what you want to do. And believe me when I say your growth will not be a straight line. Without hyperbole, that decision, what you want to do, is among the most important you will ever make, which is why I urge you to look at these next few years as a continuation of your educational journey. Now is the time to truly discover your passions, to ask the right questions, to acquire the knowledge necessary to succeed. Don't just chase the quick paycheck. The money will come. Know-how and solid experience trumps all. Maybe I should use a different word. Now, I'm sure many of you are thinking that it's easy for someone in my position to stand up here and say the money will come. And I am all too aware of the financial pressures facing so many of you right now. But keep in mind that I started with nothing. My only external resources were the education I received here at Concordia and the network of mentors I accumulated. Wherever you go and whatever you do, the harvest of knowledge, experience, and values that you have learned and absorbed at Concordia will be as relevant for society as you make it. Take advantage of the mentorship resources and community that exists at Concordia to aid you in your journey. Many of you may end up working in jobs that don't even exist yet. With the rapid pace of technology and the advent of artificial intelligence, increased automation, and robotics, the world is transforming before our eyes. Success in the future will require adaptability and a willingness to change. Be bold, be imaginative, be prepared to fail, to continue to learn, and to succeed. Trust me, you can and will make a difference if you follow your passions. When you discover your passion, you will find your life to be an absolute joy. Je vous encourage à rêver, à explorer les choses qui n'existent pas encore, puisque c'est ainsi que vous allez changer le monde et bâtir l'avenir. I am happy that we share a meaningful connection through Concordia, and I hope that today is the beginning of your new lifelong bond with our university and our community. I wish you all good luck, good health, and good fortune. Chapeau et merci. I would like to ask Dr. Alan Shepard to address the convocation.
Bonsoir. Bonsoir, bienvenue à toutes et à tous. C'est un grand plaisir d'être parmi vous pour ce bel événement. I'd like to begin this evening's ceremony by acknowledging that Concordia University and tonight's ceremony are located on unceded indigenous lands. The Ganyak-Gahaga Nation are recognized as the custodians of the lands and waters in which we're gathered this evening. Tiohtià:ke, or Montreal, is historically known as a gathering place for many First Nations, and today it's home to a diverse population of Indigenous and other peoples. We respect the continued connections with the past, present, and future, and our ongoing relationships with Indigenous and other peoples within the Montreal community. And that's what today's festivities are all about. They are a celebration of community. To our graduates, all of us are extremely proud of you. Your family and your friends, they're proud too. As hard as you've worked to get here, your education does not in fact end today, of course, because education is a lifelong process, and increasingly so as our knowledge economy continues to accelerate. As you continue your learning, the ideas that you've engaged with and the experiences you've had at Concordia will help you make sense of our complex world and become leaders in it. And Concordia University will always be a part of who you are. As we celebrate your personal achievements together tonight, it's important to remember that this is also about the bigger picture. Your own education, from kindergarten to an undergraduate degree or a graduate degree, is also an investment in the greater social fabric, in making our community stronger. The world needs you. Partout où je rencontre des diplômés de Concordia, j'entends souvent les histoires du changement positif que les expériences universitaires les ont apporté, de grands succès dont ils bénéficient et la différence que même elles apportent dans le monde. In the midst of our celebrations, I want to ensure that we remember those who are less fortunate than us, those who do not have the advantages of a university education, those who are affected by war, by poverty, and of course, by extremism. Education continues to be a powerful antidote to the world's problems. Education builds understanding and binds us together. Education makes hope possible. Félicitations encore, bonne chance, et à la prochaine.
Mr. Chancellor, it is my honor to present to you Grand Chief Wilton Littlechild, a champion of human rights who has built bridges through athletics, politics, and law for more than 40 years. Wilton Littlechild studied physical education A multi-talented, hard-working athlete, he played football, semi-professional baseball and hockey, and was a member of Team Canada in swimming. All told, he has won more than 70 provincial, regional, national, and international championships and features on 7 sports walls of fame. After breaking his leg playing hockey, he returned to school and extended his successes far beyond sports. He became the first ever Treaty First Nation person to earn a law degree from the University of Alberta, the first to be appointed to the Queen's Council by Alberta Law Society, and later the first to serve in Canada's Parliament. Il fait partie des 150 000 enfants qui ont fréquenté les pensionnats autochtones. Plus tard, il réussira à transformer l'expérience traumatisante qu'il a vécue pendant cette période regrettable de notre histoire en une puissante force porteuse de justice en agissant à titre de commissaire à la Commission de vérité et réconciliation du Canada. As a leader in the global Indigenous rights movement, he has been active with the Canadian Council of International Law, the Indigenous Parliament of the Americas, and the United Nations. His work with the UN spans more than 3 decades and includes contributions to the UN Human Rights Council, the UN Permanent Forum on Indigenous Issues, and the American Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People. Mr. Littlechild is currently serving a 3-year term as Grand Chief of the Confederacy of Treaty 6 First Nations. He has been an advocate for the benefits of sport. He was a founder of the North American Indigenous Games and of the first ever World Indigenous Nations Games in Brazil in 2015, where he delivered an address on behalf of the United Nations. He continues to actively promote a physical, healthy lifestyle for young people and says his motto, "Winners don't quit, quitters don't win," is really about pursuing life goals with balance. Mr. Chancellor, on behalf of Senate and the Board of Governors, it is my privilege and honor to present to you Grand Chief Wilton Littlechild so that you may confer upon him the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
I would now like to ask Dr. Littlechild to address the convocation.
Ran totemtik nigan kahkiog tatam skadna miasen omotanots kapiak utsogi uskayak ex nama gustik ex nanaskomon. Je voudrais remercier tous. I want to begin by congratulating all of you in my language and also to acknowledge the territory we're on. Mr. Chancellor, Mr. Chairman of the Board of Governors, Mr. President and Vice Chancellor, honored platform guests, graduating class of 2018, and family and friends. Please join me, first of all, in congratulating you and especially the graduates, the class of 2018. What you commemorate here today has been a team effort. Yes, at times it was not easy, but you persevered, and today we celebrate your success. You are graduating at a time in our country where you are so very, very important. For 6.5 years, I was engaged as a commissioner on the Truth and Reconciliation Commission of Canada, the result of the largest class action lawsuit in Canadian legal history. With a court-ordered mandate, we were tasked to find out what happens to a child when you take them away from their parents and put them in an institution for years. Indeed, what happens to the parents from whom you've taken the children? And what happens to the children who come after? We heard from approximately 7,000 survivors. We heard stories of the most horrific abuse to children, children whose identity was taken, names were changed, hair was cut, a very spiritual assault. Traditional clothing were taken. This was a legislated form of assimilation. The Indian residential school story was the darkest, most unknown, saddest chapter in Canadian history. We were asked by the courts to find out what happened. I heard the most horrific stories of lived experiences: the physical abuse, the mental abuse, the cultural abuse, the spiritual abuse, and worst of all, the sexual abuse. I was there too. I was number 65. 65, come here, you dummy. Or 65, pick up that pencil, stupid. 65, why did you do that, you idiot? What happens to the child when you do that to them when they're little and growing up? The Prime Minister of Canada, when he apologized to the student survivors, stated, "Great harm was done." The Pope added that he regretted this ever happened and should not have happened. What the courts did not ask us to do was to look into the children that never came home, those that drowned or froze to death, running away from the schools, running away from the abuse. There's a picture etched in my mind of 4 little boys huddled together, frozen to death as they were trying to run away from school. I remember a mother in tears in front of me say, "The last thing I remember of my little girl as I was holding on to her, and the Indian agent took one arm, the police took the other one. That's the last time I saw my little girl. Mr. Commissioner, you go find her." Was there anything good in this story, this dark history? Yes, there was. There are those who said, "I got an education. I learned a new language. I made new friends that became members of my extended family." For some of us, we found sports, or sports found us, as you heard. Sports became a safe haven, a method of survival. There are those who stated, "If it wasn't for sports, I would have never made it." I have witnessed since the power of sports to heal. Also now, the power of sport to advance reconciliation. You see, not everyone was bad, and not everything was bad. So why is this important? We were ordered by the courts to designate a path to reconciliation. When we did our interim report, we stated that the Indian residential school policy was a direct assault on our children, our languages, our families, our cultures, and our communities. You see, the stated purpose of the Indian residential school policy was to kill the Indian in the child. Given this truth of what happened, how do we restore respectful relationships? What does reconciliation look like? What is reconciliation? I always say that I'm so blessed because I didn't want to do this work, but in retrospect, it has been such a blessing. Last Friday, for example, I had the wonderful opportunity to spend some time with school children, little children, as they were raising a Treaty 6 flag at their school. And thank you for acknowledging the traditional territory you were on. It was a wonderful ceremony, but what made it more special was the location. It was in Wetaskiwin, the city of Wetaskiwin, unfortunately mispronounced. It's a Cree word, Wetaskiwin. Wetaskiwin means having good relations. That's what reconciliation is about. What did I learn? I learned from a coach how to win. I also learned from an elder, my grandfather, how to win in life. I asked, how do you become a Canadian champion? And my coach said, balance. It wasn't until years later that I found out what it meant. That you have to have a foundation and balance 4 elements of life to win in life. The physical element might be this wall. And the teaching there is to take care of yourself, your body. That wall might be the mental wall, to be disciplined in everything you do. The cultural wall, to be proud of who you are. And most importantly, the one that keeps the other walls up, the spiritual element of life. My grandma used to say, never be afraid to pray. So, thankfully, from what I learned to where I am today, this is where you come in. With an education in arts and sciences that we celebrate with you today, you are the new solution. You are graduating in a new era for Canada, the next 150 years. I'm so encouraged by what I see happening all across Canada as I visit and witness the change. I see opportunities for us to restore respectful relationships, to build on the strengths of our people. As you may know, the Truth Commission issued 94 calls to action. Graduates of 2018, I challenge you now tonight to read the TRC calls to action. Pick one that speaks to you and implement it. With your skills and tools that are being recognized here tonight, we need you. Canada needs you. You are so important. So go out now and be the change in Canada. Use your new tools and skills in the arts and sciences to advance reconciliation. Thank you, Concordia. Congratulations to all of you. It's a tremendous honor for me to receive this honorary degree from Concordia University. Thank you. Merci beaucoup.
Dr. Littlechild, I would like to thank you for your wisdom, for your strength, for the example that you have provided, for sharing the history, perhaps some of the darkest moments of Canada. But thank you for showing us the light and a future where reconciliation is possible and is underway. Thank you. While our graduates prepare to cross the stage, I invite you to enjoy the music of the Encore Brass Quintet. Thank you.
I'm pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the Doctorate in Philosophy from the following programs: Biology, Geography, Urban and Environmental Studies, Mathematics, Physics, Psychology. Mahmoud Abdul Karim. Lena Morgarbel. Elnaz Gadimi. Ilana Gottlieb August. M. Dean Graham. Denise Ma. Avital Ognowitz. Mokaz Shams. Julie Shilhan. I'm pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the Master of Magisteriate in Science from the following programs: Biology, Chemistry. Leanne Bourgeois. Hassan Damen. Karamat Mohammed. Gulnaz Raskalam.
Chris Lisner.
Chris Lisner. Mohammed Samir Rahman. I'm pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the Master of Magisteriate in Environment from the following program: Environmental Assessment. Trevor Simon McDonald Bell. Cindy Bertrand Serino.
Yes.
Philippe Santa Mostasso. Katya Hetmanchuk. Taline Kalijian. Pavla Karaskova. Leah Newmark Godet. Adam Pinchevsky. I'm pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the Master of Magisteriate in Science from the following programs: Exercise Science, Geography, Urban and Environmental Studies. Justin Dion. Nisani Maharaja. Thomas McGurk. Mohsen Rezai. I'm pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the Master of Magisteriate in Arts from the following programs: Individualized Program, Social Science, Mathematics. Hadia El Saik. Fatima Hosinan Asana Badar. I'm pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the Master of Magisteriate in the Teaching of Mathematics. Rawan Bashmal. Matthew Chan. Krista Day. Kyle Alexander Duland. Romel Ecladios. Natalia Vasilyeva. I'm pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the Master of Magisteriate in Science from the following program: Physics. Aude Jougou, winner of the Nisthis Mukherjee Medal, awarded when merited to the Master of Science in Physics thesis student with the highest standing in the program. I'm pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the Master of Magisteriate in Arts from the following program: Psychology. Deborah Ann Catherine Martin. I am pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the graduate program in the following programs: Biotechnology and Genomics, Clinical Psychology, Environmental Assessment. Asma Gaza Abd Al-Qadir. Natalia Kravchenko. Diana Patricia Rosso Ramirez. Ashley Bonham Rollinson.
I'm pleased to introduce you to the candidates for the Bachelor of Baccalaureate in Science from the following departments: Biology, Chemistry and Biochemistry, Exercise Science. Itzhak Aysar, with great distinction, winner of the Biology Prize awarded to the most outstanding graduating student in biology. Abir Akum. Jamie Allen. Miriam Al Nasir with distinction. Alexander Artemenko. Pooja Attar. Carla Maria Avalar with distinction. Yea Bassoon with distinction. Jennifer Ann Baratango Juno. Mewish Bashir. Ankajun Batdori with distinction. Raminder Bindra with distinction. Michael Bules. Emily Chubataru. Tina Dagneau with distinction. Laura D'Amato. Jocelyn Doe.
Alice de Donder.
Alice de Donder with distinction.
Marie-Antoinette Davila.
Marie-Antoinette Delilia.
Chanchanta.
Xiao Xiao Deng.
Brianna DiGiulio.
Brianna Di Giulio.
Jessica
Jessica
Eid.
Eid.
Sarah
Sarah
Elmore.
El Nunu. Teresa Esmenian. Erica Evangelista with distinction. Narges Farhangus with distinction. James Gordon Marcel Frank. Rebecca Garner with distinction.
Metody Georgiev.
Metody Georgiev. Olivia Geraci. Brittany Greco.
Ellie Hager.
Ellie Aber. Michael Hedo.
Treat yourself.
Mathieu Wissa with great distinction.
Tivia Elentia.
Tivia Ivanka. Victoria Jacko Reynolds. Yasmin Jalinu Shahed. Jacqueline Yagulis Zakovic with distinction. Natalie Redini with distinction.
Christina Palantes.
Christina Calantis.
Evila Kelly.
Nabila Karam with distinction. Elsa Marianne Kasarjan.
Teresa Lee.
Teresa Lee. Heewon Liu.
Daniela Losherba.
Daniela Losherbo with great distinction.
Miriam McIntyre.
Miriam Mekalpolis with distinction. Aglaya Natapova. Delini Nilamaj. Gabra Nomi. Joshua Oliver with distinction. Chelsea Osborne LaRoche. Karina Marie Pasquale. Kalila Paul Cole with distinction. Leah Sarah Peer. Greta Petrovici. Nat Fifam with distinction. Angela Quach with distinction. Louis Olivier Ruil. Lydia Riley with distinction.
Assad Razak.
Assad Razak with distinction. Pranavi Sabaratman with distinction. Mia Shabsov. Stephanie Surmakezian. Noah Skik. Sajja Soleimani Fad. Alina Maria Strang Flores. Stephanie Susko. Tarek Taifour with great distinction. Modibo Toure with distinction. Sarah Trepanier-Chiquan with distinction. Tao Kantring. Jessamine Truman with great distinction. Oh. Laurent Turner. William Venier. Benuga Weitingam.
Michelle Wassenberg.
Michelle Weissenberg with distinction. Allison White. Katerina Zoulakis with distinction. Sanine Akhter. Frances Valerie Alvendia. Andrew Anderson with great distinction. Panujan Balasundraham. Leticia Ban.
Jada Chan.
Jada Chan. Nicholas Chow.
Emily Condon.
Emily Condon. Jennifer Coulombe with distinction.
Christopher Dagger.
Christopher Dagger.
Joyce Demers.
Joyce Demers. Chloé Dupuis with distinction. Kimberly Joy Gonzalez. Rafael Hernandez with distinction.
So I said a full name? Nusa Inga.
Nusa Inga. Danyan Wong with distinction. Jonathan Genot. Anisha Kalaruban.
Mifflin Laplante.
Merveline Laplante. Frederic Leone. Joselle Lorica. Alexia Machina. Peter Mateo. Sultan Mayar. Michael Mofson. Tobias Overnair Reagan. Yu Chao Pang.
Kishan Patel.
Kishan Patel. Alessandro Petrella with distinction. Danica Prishantan with distinction. Sogo Ravandakshis. Doris Tanye. Matangi, Sachitanam.
Alexander Seidel.
Alexandra Seidel. Alexandre Shafi. Valeria Shkuratova with great distinction, winner of the chemistry medal awarded to the most outstanding graduating student in chemistry. George Pattis. Paul Zave. Shirley Tan. Annika Van Kooten. Nicole Van Kooten. Stephen Yap. Liana Derubi with distinction.
Joseph Jean-Bor Pindera.
Joseph Zombor Pindera with great distinction. Christina Amja with great distinction. Julian Amorelli. Ronald Jonathan Arieta Velarde. Kelsey Jean Arsenault with distinction. David Asayag with distinction. Florence Bacon with distinction. Trisha Chloe Baliot.
Carl Bennett.
Carl Bennett. Gaël Bergeron. Ashley Bitton with distinction. Marie-Ève Cadrin with distinction. Laurence Chapdelaine Pilon. Claudia Di Franco. Sydney Din with distinction. Jennifer Ditnishin with distinction. Grila Ezerzer. Gloria Federico. Lisa Gosselin Cross with distinction. Alice Grandpierre with distinction. Maude Gravel with distinction. Alicia Green with distinction. Corinne Hashem. Donya Javishgani with distinction. Andrea Cacon with great distinction. Maggie Keenan. Dylan Kerr.
Vincent Kwong.
Vincent Kwong with distinction. Antonia Lamberis. Laura Lamontagne with distinction, winner of the Provost Medal for Outstanding Achievement awarded to an undergraduate student in his or her capacity in the graduating year, whose commitment and spirit towards academic excellence, leadership, athleticism, and civic responsibility reflecting the values exemplified by Concordia. Evelyne Lapierre-Léonard with distinction.
Alexandre Larivière.
Alexandre Larivière. Matthew Levy with distinction. Andreas Liberopoulos with distinction. Michael Malagisi with distinction. Alexandra Marshall with great distinction. Christina Matosho. Amanda Malaram with distinction. Alex Nguyen with distinction. Nicolas Papineau-Wolf with distinction. Eric Paquette with distinction. Anjali Patel with distinction. Karianne Ryu. Vanessa Robitaille with distinction. Jessica Ross with distinction. Nicole Ross with great distinction. Noor Sadawi with distinction. Carrie-Anne Savage with distinction. Marie-Lou Sibley. Alisa Tamburino with distinction. Dirk Tuan Trang. Tian Tran. Dylan Warren. Michael Wright with great distinction, winner of the Exercise Science plaque awarded to the most outstanding graduating student in exercise science. Samuel Yenton with great distinction. Paul Giuseppe Zaccarco. Alisa Zematidis with distinction.
I am pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the Bachelor of Baccalaureate in Arts and the Bachelor of Baccalaureate in Science from the following department: Geography, Planning, and Environment. Leila Abdul-Jawad. Michelle Anderson with distinction. Lawrence Aquilini. Ashley Marie Arbus with distinction. Kalina Bayer.
Eric Brooks-Nielsen.
Eric Bricks Nielsen. Shi Chen. Estefany Cruz Sanchez. Hui Tzi Chui. Camila Delgado with distinction.
Jovan Deschaine-Cober.
Jovan Deschaine-Cober. Rosemarie Ellen Dooling with distinction. Dovina Drakio. Eloise Flesh with distinction. Michelle Goodwin with distinction. Daniel Griffin. Fez Imam. Amarda Ismaili. Zinab Jaber. Akila Liverpool. Iman Kailat with distinction. Abanti Kushari. Maxime Lambert. Alexis Lapointe. Matt Letty with distinction. Dixon Lee. Hannah Margaret Legault with distinction. Meng Chen Lee. Michael McQuaig. Tali Manfredi. Daniela Marcoglies Perez. Jesus Marquez Nava. Daniel Maro. Marianne Elise McDowell with distinction. Zachary McLaren. Randy Minato Bonilla. Liam Murphy. Alexandre Pate with distinction. Clara Pokar. Nicole Ross with distinction. Kimberly Salt. Felicia Scavia Rupi. Lucas Schmidt. William Schneider with distinction. Jane Skipwith. Mariam Surur. Catherine Spilka with distinction. Inez Talbi. Mary Taylor. Jonathan Tilson. Anthony Villeneuve with distinction. Chang Yu Zhu. Yiwen Zhou. Jean-Luc Bergicourt. Hisham Chaudhry. Alan Elliott. Alexander Gorecki Kuzma. Max Herson, with great distinction, winner of the Bogdan Zaborski Medal in Geography, awarded to the most outstanding graduating student in geography. Maya Locher. Anna Michetti. Devin Pollock. Stephanie Rushmont. Safira Sheriff. Richelle Smith with distinction. Tanya Zdansky. I am pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the Bachelor of Baccalaureate in Arts and the Bachelor of Baccalaureate in Science from the following department: Mathematics and Statistics. Vicky Cote. Kevin Denoncourt Cabrera. Sarah Dupuis with distinction. Corina Elisi. Jia Huifang. Farah Gunaim. Laurence Letarte Prefontaine with distinction. Yan Yu with great distinction, winner of the Ritza Tobias Memorial Medal donated and presented by the Tobias family, awarded to the highest ranking student graduating with a Bachelor of Baccalaureate degree in Arts. Lauren McLean. Lucila Puig with distinction. Olivier Roy. Kevin Royce.
Norman Galindo.
Norman Galindo. Martha Zavratinos. With distinction. Christian Zhang. Nigat Ali. Paulina Aniskina. Gianmarco Antonacci with great distinction. Costadinos Antonatos. Elizabeth Belfleur McCall. Philippe Andre Boileau with great distinction. Thibaut Bourgeois. Jiao Hua Chen. Shan Chen. Sam Clemente with great distinction. Prince Kevin Danielis with distinction. Sabrina D'Aquila with great distinction.
Alexandre Debargis.
Alexandre Debargis. Marco Del Papa with distinction. Stephanie Onela Devedas. Victoria Alejandra Diaz Reboledo with distinction. Alessia Di Paolo with great distinction, winner of the Eric O'Connor Mathematics Medal awarded to the most outstanding graduating student in mathematics. Winner of the Mappin Medal donated by the Mappin family, awarded to the highest ranking student graduating with the degree of Bachelor of Baccalaureate in Science. Anthony Forgetta, with great distinction, winner of the Science College Prize awarded to the most outstanding graduating student in the Science College. Christophe Frappier-Udon with distinction. Catherine Joyal. Patricia Quillian with distinction. Teresa Lacroix with distinction. Charles de Breteuil. Amanda Lovato with great distinction. Helen Ma. Diana Mayos. Kirtana Navratnam with distinction. Manka Angela Ng. Jia Tin Nguyen. Nilay Patel with distinction. Daniela Pekin with distinction. Jacob Roberts. Ahmed Dennis Sen. Suk Singh with distinction. Arjun Sumasundaram with distinction. Dwi Kim Ton with distinction. Lorianne Tudu with distinction. Nick Zaharopoulos with great distinction. Amanda Denito with distinction.
I am pleased to introduce you to the candidates for the Bachelor of Baccalaureate in Science from the following department: Physics. Paul Hankowitz. Anastasia Kolkatronis with great distinction, winner of the Walter Raudoff Medal for Physics, awarded to the most outstanding graduating student in physics. Victor Matassa. Nicholas Moore. Wallace Peterson. Amanda Spilkin. Terrell Edward Umbach. Jeffrey Unger. I'm pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the Bachelor of Baccalaureate in Arts and the Bachelor of Baccalaureate in Science from the following department: Psychology. Robert Alacus. Amina Ali. Dina Al-Numani with great distinction. Kimberly Andrade. Jonathan Angelucci. Jerele Aquino Xavier. Anne-Marie Aubry. Karine Azerad, with distinction. Laura Georgiana Balan. Rimi Baz.
Thank you.
Sarah Ben-Kieran, with distinction. Ashley Berdowski. Eric Bourgeois, with distinction. Maria Brown, with distinction. Christina Bucci, with distinction. Tanisha Melanie Campbell, happy birthday. Pedro Capecchi. Giovanna Chacon Valdez, with distinction. Sam Clement Coulson, with distinction. Chauvin Cousineau. Michelle Dapaz, with distinction. Rosalie Doubt, with distinction. Camelia Dimitrova. Tanya Di Mello. Catherine Di Domenico Mayer. Vincent Di Stefano, with distinction. Lara Dowell Aslan, with distinction. Cassandra De Silva. Eloise Fairbank, with distinction. Efrosini Frangos. Jessica Forcione. Elisaveta Frolova. Marie-Emma Gagné, with distinction. Mélanie Gendreau. Clara Genot. Felicia Ifigenia Georgopoulos, with distinction. Vasiliki Giannopoulos. Eleonora Gutgold, with great distinction. Sabrina Goldwax. Yasna Golyari, with great distinction. Nicole Gorman, with distinction. Felix Goslin. Sophia Grégoire Boyer. Katerina Guka. Sylviane Guinard, with distinction. Eva Jamfi. Yasmin Hamza. Catherine Howard, with distinction. Maxine Yanuchili, with great distinction. Monica Yaskevich, with distinction. Sarah Kalakash, with great distinction. Dimitra Kargakos. Stevie Karpman.
Ilham Karkadi. Thank you.
Ilham Karkadi, with distinction. Presley Klein, with distinction. Soraya Lalu, with distinction. Ariana Lazarus. Kate Lee, with distinction. Ling Lee, with distinction. Ilana Lichtman, with distinction. Yingyan Lin, with distinction. Michaela Lin. Jessica McDonald Cadieux, with distinction. Emma Madigan, with distinction. Samantha McAdam. Christelle Gail Mele Victor.
Rodrigo Morales.
Rodrigo Morales. Shauna Motuzas. Justin Noonan. Laura Ohayan, with distinction. Corey Oliver. Jamal Osborne. Miranda Pang, with distinction. Christopher Park. Maria Belen Peart. Michelle Natalia Palez Paternina, with distinction. Laurie Poirier, with distinction. Sarah Elizabeth Rahimi, with distinction. Rachel Ramal, with distinction, winner of the Concordia Medal awarded to an undergraduate graduating student who has displayed distinctive leadership ability through both academic and non-academic achievements and has won the outstanding commendation of her fellows and of the faculty. Carrie Ann Riel. Sarah Rowley. Melissa Ruffalo. Sarah Salfati. Vanessa Scalero, with distinction. Jessica Serio. Rashmi Sivalogananan. Alexandra Morin. Fozia Sandarshi. Jenna Stevenson. Abby Stonehouse. Vanessa Saint-Onge. Melissa Sinot, with distinction. Ashley Ta. Alexa Tambasco. Stephanie Tremblay, with distinction. Stephanie Villeno. Melissa Vestich. Brian Vesey. Aviana Vincenzo. Yifan Wang, with distinction. Sarah Wasim. Janina Weber, with distinction. Jillian Wise Gornitsky. Jennifer Wong. Despina Zanthudakis, with distinction. Sarah Yassin. Maya Zurub. Madia Amiri, with distinction.
Thank you.
Zarin Arshi. Christina Balabuhiki. Say again. Paola Maffeo, with distinction. Amanda Berlingeri, with distinction. Priya Bhatia, with great distinction, winner of the J.W. Bridges Medal for Psychology, awarded to the most outstanding graduating student in psychology. Gabriela Caruso. Sayanga Chimalava Gupali, with distinction. Melissa Clark. Marie-Annick Cloutier. Jennifer Lorena Cohen Reyes, with distinction. Giovanni Kirpin, with distinction. Marie-Ève Cyr, with great distinction, winner of the Science College Prize awarded to the most outstanding graduating student in the Science College. Christine DeLille, with distinction. Amanda Di Giuseppe. Marine Diwan, with distinction. Andrea Dorrance, with great distinction. Damia Faham. Julia Gerbasi, with distinction. Marianne Giannone. Gregory Gerasimov. Jessica Horowitz, with distinction. Summer Hilzen, with distinction. Nafiso Hussein, with distinction. Michelle Coe, with distinction. Melanie Lassard, with distinction. Katya Litvin Mail, with distinction. Hagit Malikin, with distinction. Vasiliki Markopoulos, with distinction. Noran Merez, with distinction. Janet Nakuzi. Zainab Nafis, with distinction. Yasmin Naum, with distinction. Diana Nguyen, with distinction. Ariel Orsini, with distinction. Bengi Osterk, with distinction. Michael Paliu. Audrey Pitaru, with distinction. Joanne May Ramil, with distinction. Jessica Salvamini, with great distinction. Megha Sandhu. Zoe Stern, with distinction. Andrea Stoinescu. Mbalu Tunkara. Qingchao Huang. Victoria Ye.
I'd like to call upon the Provost and Vice President Academic for the conferring of degrees.
Would all the graduates please stand? Mr. Chancellor, on behalf of Senate, I present to you the candidates for degrees, diplomas, and certificates in the Faculty of Arts and Science. I certify that these candidates have filled the requirements for these degrees.
By the powers granted in the University Charter, I admit each of you to the appropriate degree, diploma, or certificate as approved by Senate and certified by the Provost. Please be seated. The Governor General's Academic Medal Silver Level is awarded on behalf of Her Excellency, the Governor General of Canada, to the highest ranking undergraduate student graduating from Concordia University. She is graduating from the Department of Mathematics and Statistics with a near perfect grade point average of 4.29. That was a rough number. It is with great pleasure that I announce this year's winner, Ms. Alicia DiPaolo.
The Concordia University Distinguished Doctoral Dissertation Prize in Engineering and Natural Sciences is awarded annually, when merited, to the most deserving graduate for the excellence of his doctoral thesis in the engineering and natural sciences programs. Dr. Erin Kate McNally defended her PhD dissertation entitled Selective Polytopic Protein Degradation by Organelle Membrane Fusion under the supervision of Dr. Christopher L. Brett in the Department of Biology. Dr. McNally has made groundbreaking contributions to knowledge in the field of cell biology that are anticipated to influence research on cancer, age-related diseases like Alzheimer's disease, and strategies for enhancing longevity. Dr. McNally is currently working as an independent professional researcher at Concordia University. Unfortunately, Dr. McNally was unable to join us this evening due to a prior commitment. We congratulate her and wish her continued success.
I would like now to ask Yitzhak Lieb Ahisar to give the valedictory address.
Chancellor Wiener, Chairman Ibert, President and Vice Chancellor Shepard, Dr. Littlechild, distinguished guests and participants, fellow students, families, and friends, I am pleased to address you tonight on behalf of the graduating students of Concordia University's Faculty of Arts and Science. I'm truly humbled at having been asked to speak, and I would like to reflect on some of those lessons learned in the Faculty of Arts and Science. I'll start by telling you a little about myself. I grew up in a wonderful Orthodox Jewish community in New York, and after completing grade 8, I did not go to a traditional high school, but began to study Jewish law full-time. It was in Talmudic schools that I developed skills necessary to seek and incorporate knowledge and to question. Indeed, the Talmud states that the wise person learns from all people and teaches their tongues to say the words, "I do not know." We are truly fortunate here in Canada, particularly in Quebec, where people are encouraged to take on the challenges of higher learning. Despite having absolutely no knowledge of subjects as basic as algebra or chemistry, Concordia was willing to give me a chance at the age of 27 to realize my childhood dream of studying science. I faced a steep learning curve, but my professors showed endless patience. I vividly recall my first math course and Professor Barbara Rhodes, who so happily spent time after classes to tell me all about Pythagoras, whom I had never heard of. Which leads to the first lesson that we've learned. Concordia did not simply teach us how to be students, but showed us by example what true teaching is like. The professors who were so happy when we came to office hours, who were available to offer their advice and assistance, sometimes long after we had left their classes, have helped to instill in us the essential value of giving personally to others. And in this way, Concordia is also the teacher of those whom we will eventually influence throughout our own careers. Having arrived here without the usual background, I was nonetheless accepted by both faculty and peers as someone who belonged. A fundamental idea espoused by Concordia is that there is no one person more entitled to an education than another. Here, at the Faculty of Arts and Science, accomplishment arises from unbiased access to education, hard work, and an appreciation for individual points of view. And this last point is particularly fitting, since Concordia in Latin means harmony. We were always encouraged to learn from each other, regardless of our differences, thereby discovering that in many ways we are very much the same. Just 4 short years ago, I could not quite imagine myself and my classmates proudly marching across this stage to receive our diplomas. I could not imagine that I would be accepted to medical school at McGill. Yet, here we are. To paraphrase Viktor Frankl, we may ask of the meaning of life, but in reality, it is life which questions us as to our meaning. If you have worked these years for your degree, then no doubt you have overcome significant challenges along the way. We have learned of resilience, how with the proper support, even our most ambitious dreams can be realized, and how we can find ourselves in the process. And we take this message of growth with us into our futures. Finally, we have learned that our accomplishments are not singularly our own. Rather, they're built on the work of those who came before and are made possible by the sacrifices of loved ones, teachers, and friends. On behalf of my entire class, I would like to thank you who have made it possible for us to graduate tonight. Family, professors, faculty, and friends. I express my deepest gratitude to God for having led me down this path. To my parents and in-laws who are here tonight, to my dear wife Esther, and to my wonderful children Geula, Shifra, Tzion, and Rina, who bravely competed against lab reports for their time with Daddy. To Dr. Ian Ferguson for providing me a bedrock of confidence beginning in my first days at Concordia, much as he has done for all of us graduating today. To Dr. Kerry Rogers for providing memorably enthusiastic lectures, an open office door, and always a caring listening ear. To Dr. Michael Sasher, my laboratory supervisor and teacher, who nudged us across that bridge from the theoretical into the real world. I wish to make special mention of Hani and Layla Farag, the generous donors who this year created the Bertie Farag Award for Best Undergraduate Research Project in Biology, which I was awarded and which will continue to encourage students in the years to come. There are many more people who deserve tremendous thanks and recognition, but the time is short. I therefore simply say to you all, we are forever in this together. To conclude, whichever word or two that your diploma may use as a summary of your accomplishments, whether it be biology, exercise science, psychology, or any other of the prestigious disciplines of our faculty, we who have worked hard are well aware of that which remains unprinted. We have just to remember that we are forever graduates of the Concordia Faculty of Arts and Science, and to embody the values it exemplifies. And once again, I heartily congratulate each and every one of you. Félicitations à vous tous. Merci beaucoup.
Yitzhak, thank you for your generous comments and your wonderful energy, and wish you lots of good luck in your future. Thank you. Before I ask the provost to give his closing remarks, I just would like to extend to you a hearty congratulations, and that you all will grow from strength to strength. But most of all, may the force be with you.
Tough to follow that. Mesdames et messieurs, merci d'être venus en si grand nombre de partager avec nous la joie de nos diplômés. Thank you all for being here to celebrate the terrific Faculty of Arts and Science class of 2018. Now, the ceremony is almost over, and I hope it's been an absolutely exhilarating evening for all of you who are receiving your well-earned degrees. Convocation is a rite of passage, and we sincerely hope that for all of you, it's a rite of passage into a bright and brilliant future. But before you step into that brilliant future, can we just take a moment to honor some of the people who've accompanied you along the way, some of whom are faculty and staff sitting on the stage with me, many of whom are your fellow students sitting beside you and graduating this evening. But I think if the lights go up, there are other people in the room, and maybe graduates, you could stand, turn around, and thank the friends and relatives and parents who've helped you along the way. So graduates, let me conclude with one final message, which is something that you already know, that Concordia is a great university, but it also has the promise of an even greater future. And on a day like this, on Convocation Day, frankly, there's no better measure of our success or our potential than all of you. We will always be your university, but as alumni of Concordia, you will always be our best ambassadors, and I think Yushtaq has given us a great illustration of that a few moments ago. Thank you. Thank you for having chosen Concordia as your university, as the pathway to your future. You honored us with your choice, and now, as this ceremony comes to an end, please allow us to toast your success with a vin d'honneur in the lobby outside. Merci, félicitations, au revoir et à bientôt.